on, boy?
Yeah, mate.
How are you?
Good, mate. You? All good?
All good, all good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
It's, well, I'm saying this like we've not spent the last 3 hours together. In fact, longer. We've been on the road for over 4 hours already. Get this guy just
So fucking indicating.
we've been on the road for 4 hours already, and
Bit of detour,
we're still not. We're heading for Liverpool, and we're still not there. And
A nice detour round the lakes. That would probably be welcome in any other day.
imagine it's a nice sunny day, nice summer's morning, and we'd nowhere to be. You'd be thinking, what a lovely trip, but we've got a 12:15 kick-off at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. We just didn't need it.
We're parked 2 miles away from the brutal Asda.
Whose idea was that? Oh, that's right, it was mine. But yeah, and I think, you know, I've got an electric car and I do like it, but the sort of, you know,
It's cold. Cold's affecting the battery.
The cold affecting it. So you've got the balancing act of making sure that you're, you know, you should drive around about 58, 59 miles an hour to make the battery last, to go the longest. So it's a balancing act. But anyway, we're looking forward to Everton, Sunderland, 2 teams not in great form. They're a point apart in the league, but today, as they say, the form book is out the window and it's the FA Cup.
Predictions? Any?
I don't know. I saw the highlights of the last both teams' games in midweek, and I have to say defences did not cover themselves in glory. So I'll say 4 each, maybe in extra time. Kicks from the mark. What about yourself?
I would love it to be that kind of game. Part of me thinks it's going to be a goal in it either way, and it as could be a tight draw in the extra time. Is it to a finish today?
To a finish, yeah. So Everton have got about 8 players out, a mixture of AFCON and suspension and injuries. Suspension, Jack Grealish's got 2 yellows for dissent, I think both for dissent, late in the game against Wolves, and Michael Keane pulled the opponent's hair, which goes down as violent conduct. Hair pulling is violent conduct. Do you think it's violent conduct?
I'd say aye. It wasn't like Peter Crouch pulling a guy's threads to score a header, was it? This was.
Do you know what? It was something. It wasn't dissimilar to that, to be honest. Yeah, he's just sort of pulled the guy. It might have been dreads, but like I think David Moyes was saying, it was accidental. It wasn't accidental, I don't think, but I don't know. It's definitely snide.
Aye, that's the exact word for it.
It's definitely snide, and you sort of think, you know, they talk about an orange card,
aye.
10 minutes in the sin bin, maybe. That's maybe what it could be. It's a bit like in rugby. If a guy's past you, you're allowed to pull his hair. Does that count? And I think it doesn't. You're not allowed to. But I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky.
Aye, I haven't seen it.
Straight red.
Straight red. I thought maybe for the sounds of it, yellow. But if it is in the rules, it's saying hair pulls are red, and
yeah, because they played on. The guy himself complained, but the game's played on for a while, and then nobody really necessarily knew. What was good though, they announced in the stadium what the decision was.
I've seen the last few games I've watched. There's a ref cam as well now.
Ah, yeah.
Seen that. I do think VAR, they do it at the rugby.
Yes.
Well, the referee explains what's going on. I think VAR needs that.
Well, I think
there'll be less crabbiness.
Yeah. I think in the stadium it's definitely helpful. I was at Lazio game the other night, and the referee looked at VAR and then came on and explained the decision. I mean, he explained it in Italian, so it didn't necessarily helped me, but so yeah, there's definitely something to be said for it. If you can, because we've all been sat, like we were at the Scotland-Denmark game, and Denmark got a penalty. It was like 2-3 minutes
Aye.
of just standing there, and people just start like whistling. I don't know if they're like, we've seen it in rugby, and the referee standing there watching on the screen the replay, and obviously the whole crowd can see what he's looking at,
Yeah.
so they understand it a bit better. But it just sort of kills the spectacle a little bit. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this today.
Aye.
We've got
Brand new stadium.
Brand new stadium, yeah.
The rapper.
Yeah. Well, it's almost 3 years to the day since we went down to Goodison, and we had what was called restricted view tickets, and
Aye, that was
it really was pretty restricted. But so it's been a new stadium, and we've got, and not because we're suave and rich, but because it was a pretty good deal. It's a sort of, it's not exactly corporate hospitality, is not quite right, but there's like a bar and stuff we can go into. Although, given the time it's taken us to travel around every lake in the north of England, we're pushing it for time for kick-off, never mind to access the bars and stuff. But it should be a cracking view nonetheless.
I think I'm going to go Everton 2-1.
2-1 Everton.
Aye.
That's a good shout. I'll go 3-2. Everton, ambitious one. 5 goals, 5-goal thriller. Bro, I thought we'd be. Oh, here we go. We're in. Our man Mark. We're on the way. Bro,
Sorry.
quick Uber. We've come. Our new pal Mark, the Mancunian, dropped to his office as close as he could. Just did it, bro!
What a plan that'll be.
Some meal, bro.
It's really good, that.
Bro, 1-0 Sunderland half time. Firstly, this stadium is absolutely
That's
nice.
unreal. Just doing that. It's even outside, the light on the action, the light happy, oh, it's brilliant.
Everton fans not happy, and the first thing they're not happy about is that they're not playing in their home strip.
I have noticed that. If I Google when we get a wee bit of signal to see what the script is with that.
They had a shot right past the post. Everton have been poor. I watched Sunderland highlights the other night. Their defence was so poor, and Everton have not laid a glove on them really.
Nah, it's been all Sunderland.
Poor, really poor. But
Could be more, to be honest.
could be more. Pickford made a good save just about 40 minutes. So anyway,
But in the words of Jude Bellingham, what a gaff.
what a gaff, exactly. What a gaff. Not sure about this song. Soft. Oh well.
At full time, ladies and gentlemen, the score Everton 1, Sunderland 1, which means we will now play a period of 30 minutes of extra time.
Come on, half time, extra time, one each.
I think Everton want to win it. Sunderland are happy with penalties.
Penalties, aye.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
They've been much better, I think, Everton. Maybe from the hour mark onwards, they've been threatening. So.
They're up for it now.
Oh well.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the scores tied at the end of extra time, today's tie will now be decided by a penalty shootout.
Penalty kicks, John Boy. What's your thoughts?
Pickford's a wee keeper, so aye.
He does save them, but he's a good record to save penalties. Oh well.
I'll go for it there.
A lottery. But I think they deserve it really on the balance overall.
Give me life on the hour and then it was all them really. Sunderland wanted penalties and they've got them, so.
Well, John Boy, we're stuck in traffic. The battery's at 8%. We're still in Liverpool. It's 4:10. And,
At least we're not in a rush.
we're not in a massive rush.
We're
No.
rushing away doing it.
What do you think of the game?
It didn't feel like a cup game at all.
No, it
It
did not.
didn't feel like any urgency. There was no
No.
big game feel. It felt like it was a distraction for both teams away from the league, really. Like, which is a cup shouldn't be.
Yeah. Especially the FA Cup.
Aye, like Crystal Palace team who's arguably smaller than Everton, I'd say.
Definitely.
They won it last year, so.
Yeah. They should. Exactly, they should look at that and go, if they can win it, then we should be able to win it. So, but it's good though. What about that? The stadium is incredible, wasn't it?
It's awesome.
Absolutely
It's
tremendous.
Well worth a visit. Aye, I'm glad we went in, man. It was really cool.
We paid £65. That was a cracking view, a padded seat, and now we didn't really get the benefit of that because we were late. But
Pub since it was literally a pub inside. Wasn't it?
aye, and it's comfortable. Do you think that it's a bit too comfortable in the sense that if the game's no up too much or whatever, you can pop down, you can just stand and have a beer.
Aye, I found that odd. I went down to get a scran early at half time.
Yeah.
And then there was people sitting there who looked like they've just spent
Aye.
the whole game sitting on the
Yeah,
benches with a pint watching the game.
Which must detract a little bit from the crowd, like from the actual crowd, you know, pitch side, if you like.
Aye, it wouldn't be me. don't get there's a purpose. Something like I'm in the queue to get my food, I can keep an eye on the game.
Yeah, yeah.
When you see a guy sitting there with a couple of pints, you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
has he come out?
Yeah,
Has he been in the stand at all?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's funny, isn't it? And it's, you know, it was, you know, now it was cheaper to get in there today. It was a cup tie. If it's Liverpool that they were playing, it would be a lot more. So I don't know if they just thought, well, it's not been that much, or if they're just not bothered. I paid the money ages ago, so they've sort of forgotten about it. It's funny, but yeah, funny. Sunderland did okay, didn't they? Scored a great goal.
Aye. Probably, I don't know, everyone came to life a wee bit towards the end. But you could argue it was a lucky penalty they got. So should they have, you know, maybe some of them were unlucky not to win it in the 90 minutes. I don't. It wasn't great for either team.
No.
Both teams seemed like they lacked cutting edge. A bit toothless, weren't they?
Yeah,
really?
a wee bit. Obviously, we spoke about it before. Grealish get sent off for dissent. That red card looks even worse now, and there was no. But and I say, the Sunderland defence looked terrible the other night, and Everton just didn't really lay a glove on them.
3 of the worst penalties you will ever see.
Oh man, I didn't score any. 3-0 on penalties.
And usually when teams win a penalty shootout, it's like obviously that the weight's off, that big rush of energy.
Yeah.
I think after the first 2 were so bad, Sunderland went, we've won this, and they just kind of went through the emotions.
I've seen people leave before the end of the game, but to leave before the end of a penalty shootout, just going
and it wasn't just 1 or 2.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Aye, definitely.
But well, a cracking stadium, good day.
I thought I'll go down and that's us take that. I would go again.
Aye, no, definitely I would go again. It's great. But if you keep an eye, like I say, I think it's complicated to just get a normal ticket anyway. So we've bought one in a sort of corporate way, if you like. But it'd be tricky to get one, waiting list and all the rest of it, membership. So if you're wanting to just come once or twice, then I thought it was pretty good. It was a pretty good way to do it. It wasn't too much. It was, funny enough, the price on Wednesday night when they played Wolves was kind of similar, and we'd spoken about it. We'd spoken about that one potentially going, but yeah, good day. Oh well, I say good day like it's finished. We're still in Liverpool, and we've got some way to travel, but anyway, we'll get the tunes on, the battery charged, the tunes on, and just try and hit each other with some obscure Scottish football facts and stories. Nice one.
Yep.
We'll see you when they move to their next stadium in another few years.